Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Levine, and I'm a research fellow at the Center for International and Security Studies in Maryland.
Hi there, I'm Josh Miller. I teach philosophy at George Washington University. And for a couple of years now, I've been teaching in a prison at Jessup, Maryland.
I teach in prison because education should always oppose and undermine violence. And anywhere you see razor wire, you're seeing violence.
The statistics on college instruction in prisons are impressive. Before Congress eliminated Pell Grants for prisoners, there was a vibrant network of community colleges offering degrees to prisoners. And the statistics suggest that for every dollar spent, $2 were saved in the costs of incarceration. Because people who got out of prison didn't come back.
For me, this project started with hearing Josh Miller talk about how to get yourself a pretty decent philosophy background for free online. Not through the new corporate online courses, but just through podcasts and blogs and public domain papers people had put up as a labor of love. And honestly, it made me a bit ashamed. I have the training that I have because of all sorts of contributions from all sorts of people and institutions. My family, the GI Bill that sent one of my grandfathers to college to become a teacher, the free tuition at Cooper Union that let my other grandfather become a civil engineer. All the folks who keep the rest of the world running while I read interesting books and talk about them. And the taxpayers of the great state of Maryland pay my current salary. If I don't see my education as a kind of public trust, I'm being, and warning, technical philosophical term coming up, I'm being a schmuck.
In New York State, the BART Prison Initiative's graduates have a recidivism rate of 4%, which is 10 times smaller than the statewide average.
So, Josh and I started talking about how to get our teaching out of the ivory tower and bring it to more people. And we were lucky enough to find an opportunity to help build something in Jessup based on the work that Drew Leader had done there and folks like the BART Prison Initiative and the Inside Out Partnership were doing elsewhere. So, for me, prison is a special case of a place to teach that's beyond the ivory paywall of the university. But it's not just that. I love my students at Maryland. I expect them to all go on and do great things. But restricting my teaching to people who can get into and afford to attend College Park while you make the walls and razor wire of prison freely available to anyone who qualifies is a kind of systematic violence. We could have a long argument about crime and guilt and law and such, but for me, that's the point.
Our students at the prison are some of the best I've ever taught. It's a real pleasure to work through philosophical texts with them, and often when I tell other academics about the experience, they want to join in. That's where you come in. We've been running on a volunteer basis for years now. We buy the books, we buy the paper, we buy the pens, we even buy the printer ink. And as more and more faculty join us, and we're able to serve more and more students, those costs are starting to tumble us back. So we're asking you for help. Consider donating a few dollars a month to support our work. You can make a real difference.